Welcome back to Ancient Bharat Uncovered, the channel that reclaims India's sacred epics as historical truths buried beneath centuries of misunderstanding. If you believe our so-called myths may be encoded history, hidden in plain sight, you're in the right place. Like, share, and subscribe for weekly episodes revealing the lost truths of Bharat. Now, let's dive deep literally into the mystery of Dwarka. The legendary city of Lord Krishna, which many believe now, lies beneath the Arabian Sea. They called it a myth, a poetic exaggeration in the Mahabharata city made of gold, with towering structures, celestial palaces, and grand gates that sparkled like starlight. Yet, off the coast of Gujarat, in the Arabian Sea, lie the submerged ruins of what many scholars and explorers now believe is Dwarka, the ancient capital of Lord Krishna. The tale of Dwarka's fall isn't just part of India's sacred canon. It's a global mystery that challenges our assumptions about early human civilization, technology, and timelines. Described in the Mahabharata and Vishnu Purana as an architectural marvel constructed by Vishnu Karmatha, divine architect, Dwarka was no ordinary city. It boasted opulent palaces studded with emeralds and rubies, vast road networks, canals, and fortifications so advanced that they seemed impossible for any Bronze Age culture to have built. The epic says that when Krishna left the earth, the city was swallowed by the sea. For centuries, this was dismissed as allegory until 2001, when the National Institute of Ocean Technology discovered geometric formations, sandstone walls, and artifacts submerged in the Gulf of Kamhat. Carbon dating of wood samples retrieved from the site pointed to an age of 9,500 years ago, catapulting it far before the timeline of known Tenian urban centers like Mohenjo-Daro or Harappa. If accurate, this rewrites not just Indian history, but world history. The discovery shook the academic world. Critics scrambled to discredit it, calling it a natural formation. But the presence of man-made tools, pottery shards, and what appear to be street layouts with right angles suggest otherwise. Marine archaeologist Dr. S.R. Rowe, who led multiple underwater explorations off the coast of modern-day Dwarka, identified structures aligned with descriptions from ancient texts, gates opening into the sea temple foundations, and even a submerged pillar base corresponding with Krishna's palace. More startling are the undersea anomalous stone anchors. Pillar bases and engineered blocks fitted with tenon and mortise joints that reflect high-precision masonry. Notably, similar architectural techniques are found in South American and Egyptian megalithic sites, igniting theories of a global, ancient maritime culture. Could Dwarka be part of a lost world, perhaps linked to the myth of Atlantis or Lemuria? The city's sudden submergence also lines up with the end of the Younger Dryas Period, climatic event around 9600 BCE that raised sea levels dramatically. This matches the Mahabharata's claim that after Krishna's departure, the sea consumed Dwarka. Coincidence? Or is the epic chronicling a real-world cataclysm that left no survivors? The Bhagavata Purana narrates how Krishna established Dwarka to protect the Yadavas from constant invasions. The city had 900,000 palaces, obviously symbolic, but the architectural detailing is too consistent to ignore. Descriptions mention massive walls, gates facing cardinal directions, and oceanic channels allowing ships to dock right into the royal court. This suggests a seafaring, possibly even trade-based civilization far older than previously thought. Western historians often bracket Indian civilization to 1500 BCE, post-Rig Veda, but discoveries like Dwarka challenge this Eurocentric timeline. The use of complex maritime technology, port harbors, wave breakers, and dry docks implies a sophisticated understanding of civil engineering and oceanography. These technologies, if verified as pre-Harappan, suggest India was not just one of the cradles of civilization, it may have been the origin point. Further complicating the debate is Krishna himself, revered as an incarnation of Vishnu. His actions in the Mahabharata resembled those of a historical ruler, forming political alliances, fielding vast armies, and engaging in diplomacy. His death, the migration of the Yadavas, and the destruction of Dwarka were followed by socio-political vacuums across the subcontinent, indication that his influence was tangible and far-reaching. Moreover, the cultural memory of Dwarka survives in tribal traditions, temple rituals, and folk songs of Gujarat and Rajasthan. Pilgrims visit modern Dwarka, unaware that a more ancient, possibly factual version of the city lies beneath the waves. Oral histories pass through millennia, often preserve truths science is only now beginning to validate. Underwater sonar and LiDAR technology used in recent years reveal what appear to be grids suggesting a planned city. The resemblance of these layouts to Indus Valley patterns opens the possibility that Dwarka may predate even the Harappan civilization or be a contemporary offshoot. If true, this would not only date Indian urbanism back by thousands of years, but also suggest a sophisticated maritime network trading with Mesopotamia, Africa, and possibly even Mesoamerica. The legends from ancient Greece and Egypt reference lands beyond the Indian Ocean with exotic gods, wealth, and wisdom. Could they have meant Dwarka? The parallels are intriguing. Statues of fish-headed beings in Sumer, naval chronicles and Babylonian texts, and even Plato's tale of Atlantis bear similarities to the fall of Dwarka. And what about the mystical Sudarshan chakra, Krishna's divine weapon said to hover and decimate with blinding light? Some researchers argue this could be a metaphor for energy-based weaponry, or even sound-based defense systems. Far-fetched. Maybe. But in an age where we've recreated sound levitation and plasma beams, ancient descriptions don't seem as mythical anymore. Let's not forget, ancient Sanskrit texts like the Samarankana Sutradhara discuss Vimana construction and propulsion methods long before the Wright brothers took flight. Is it possible Dwarka's people harnessed analysis knowledge? The global recurrence of flood myths from Noah's Ark to Gilgamesh's Deluge suggests a shared memory of cataclysmic sea rise. If Dwarka was a real city consumed by such an event, it could explain why multiple civilizations remember a lost city swallowed by the ocean. Even more mysterious is how the city disappeared almost without a trace from written records, except for sacred texts. This selective remembrance suggests it may have been purposefully obscured, either due to political shifts or the magnitude of its destruction. Why would a city so central to India's most revered god be remembered only through spiritual texts, not state chronicles? Unless, of course, the line between spiritual and historical memory was never meant to be divided. In conclusion, the evidence points to one undeniable fact. Dwarka was not a myth. It was a city, a capital, a maritime hub and, perhaps the epicenter of a golden age in Indian civilization. If we embrace the Mahabharata, not as fantasy, but as history wrapped in metaphor, we unlock the keys to understanding not just our past, but our potential. In the submerged stones of Dwarka lie the echoes of a civilization that dared to dream, build, and sail farther than we ever imagined. And today, those echoes call out to be heard. And there it is, the legendary city of Dwarka, once dismissed as myth, now rising from the depths of the Arabian Sea to challenge everything we thought we knew about our past. If ancient texts described real events, if Krishna was a historical figure, if his golden city truly existed, then we are standing at the edge of a massive historical awakening. At Ancient Bharat Uncovered, we don't just retell stories, we reveal suppressed truths and buried timelines. This is the journey to reclaim our past, not as fantasy, but as Itihasa, our true history. If this episode opened your eyes, don't stop here. Comment your thoughts and theories, subscribe for more ancient truths uncovered every week, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a piece of lost history again. Next up, in Episode 5, we reveal the forgotten saga of the flying Vimana's ancient aerial technology from India's Vedic age that might have once ruled the skies. Until then, stay curious, stay rooted, and keep uncovering the ancient Bharat that mainstream history forgot.